Listen, man, we're looking for someone. We're just.
It ain't me. It ain't me.
Where's your ID?
I don't need to give you the ID. Back off a little bit.
What's going on, folks, and welcome back to San Joaquin Valley Transparency. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you guys so much once again for tuning in. On this channel, our goal is to inform you guys out there on the rights that you are entitled to and how to firmly stand up for them. Today's particular video is brought to you folks by the way of this channel here, going by the name of Edwin Macias. And what you folks are about to see here is just exactly what cops do best. And you may have guessed it right, folks. That involves making whatever situation they are handling worse and making your life just as miserable as theirs. While this gentleman tries to conduct some business at a local housing department, cops are called to the scene and they try to trespass him from the building. I'm sure you guys can guess what happens next. This video shows a clear violation of this gentleman's First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. I want you guys to go ahead. Let me know what you think about this one in the comment section down below. The pure ignorance to this gentleman's rights, steaming off the supervisor, is a disgraceful thing to watch, but I'm sure it doesn't come off as a surprise to many of us. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get right into this video.
What's your name?
Officer Bodine, Burson Police.
What's your number?
1047.
Why are you asking me for my ID?
I'm doing an investigation.
Investigate first.
Okay.
Okay, there's no crime here.
Where's your ID?
I don't need to give you the ID. Back off a little bit because I'm not arrested or detained.
Right now, I'm trying to figure out.
I don't care. You talk to me with respect.
I am going to talk to you.
No, you're not. You laid hands on me.
I'm making sure you don't have any weapons.
You don't need to do that. I'm not a crime. There's no crime here. Why would you assume that I have a weapon?
Listen.
Back off. Back off, sir. Please. Back off, sir. You can't handle me like I'm your property. Do me a favor and back off. Okay. And talk to me with respect. There's no crime here. Why are you going to come up to me and talk to me like I'm a criminal?
You,
excuse me?
I'm trying to ID you.
You don't get to ID me without a crime.
There is a crime.
Which one? What's the crime, ma'am? Did you call the cops?
No, I did not call.
Okay, so where's the crime?
I just need to find out who
you don't need to know me nothing.
Yes, I do.
No, why? What's the crime? Say that. State that for the record.
I need to ID you, sir.
For what? What's the crime?
Because there was threats maybe here.
There was maybe.
I need your
No, maybe. Confirm that. Investigate first. Whoever called, talk to them and tell them what I did. What did I do? What's the crime? Did you see a crime when you walked in here?
No, go ahead.
We're asking for your ID.
Sir, you don't get to ask me for ID absent of a crime. Period. I have the right to remain silent, and I don't need to give you an ID unless you have a crime. What's the code? What's the code violation?
Yeah, they explained to you.
You're not explaining to me. You're asking and demanding an ID from a person that has committed no crime. Who are you anyway?
I'm Officer Martinez.
And what's your ID?
I'm trying to ID him.
For what? You can't ID somebody in the street just because you want to.
Listen, man, we're looking for someone. We're just.
It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me.
What's your name, sir?
You don't need to know my name. There is no crime. Who are you looking for? Please confirm that. You're looking for a person, and you obviously you know who that is.
Exactly.
And who? It ain't me.
Well, I just want to get your name to make.
You don't get to my name. You don't get my name. You don't get my name absent of a crime. Period. You can't come here. I don't know how many officers are here. I'm almost blind. So you're actually.
Can I just speak with you just for a second? Listen, we're not trying to.
You're not speaking to me. He laid hands on me.
Well, listen, you're.
I don't need to listen. I can remain quiet. Period.
That's fine.
I can plead the fifth right now. You have no right to me.
I'm trying to explain this to you. You are banned from here.
Why? I haven't done anything. Who banned me?
Currently trespassing.
Who banned me? This is a city. This is
management banned you from here. They have that right to ban anyone from this business or
Why?
from this property.
Why?
They have that right. I don't know
I
why they banned you.
understand, sir. Please.
I'm explaining.
Who's the authority here? Who's the highest?
Me.
And your name is
Sergeant.
Sergeant.
So here's what's going to happen.
What is your name, sir? Please.
Sergeant Overstreet.
And what's your ID?
1079.
Okay.
You are trespassing.
Why?
You are going to be placed under arrest, and we're going to bring you to the police station, and we can figure out all the details there. There's no reason to argue here. There's nothing.
No. Trespassing means you get to tell me to leave.
You've been banned here for years.
I've never been here.
Sir, you are...
Listen, I've never been here.
What is your name?
I don't need to give you my name. You tell me the
We're
person.
investigating a trespassing. You have to provide your info.
Listen, I have never been in this building.
All right,
Never,
what is your
ever,
name?
ever. I don't need to give you that name.
You do.
No, you don't.
Okay, so
no,
what
you
I'm going
don't.
to need you to do is put your phone away because you're going to be placed under arrest.
And the reason is?
For not IDing yourself because we're investigating a trespassing, and for trespassing because we know who you are.
And what's the investigation that you did?
I just told you that, sir.
No, you just telling
Put
me.
your phone down.
No,
and put
no.
your
You
phone
know what? You're gonna arrest me. Go ahead.
We are going to.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not gonna give myself up for something you just made up.
Listen, you're making this way harder.
No,
than
I'm
that.
not.
You
I'm
are.
not. I'm
You
not.
are. You absolutely are.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
explaining it to you the nicest way I can.
No, who is being trespassed? Who is being
You,
trespassed?
sir.
Why? How? I've never been into this building
Management
ever.
banned you from here.
Ma'am, do you have me in record here?
Sir, I don't even know what your name is right now.
So why are they saying I'm banned from here? Who's banning me?
Investigating, there was an incident here, so I would listen to them.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to listen. You said there's an investigation.
There is.
Where is
it? would
it?
be so much easier if you could just give us your ID.
No,
so we can confirm
no.
whether you're banned from here or not.
No. Okay, if I don't give you my ID, what happens?
You're going to be placed under arrest.
Okay, under the threat of arrest, I will give you my ID.
Okay.
Okay, now you lose your qualified immunity.
Okay.
You know that, right?
Yes. I understand.
Okay. Aguántame aquí, mamita. Where's she at? Keep recording. Okay. So you don't know you don't know who's the person that you're supposedly kicking out of here.
No, we do.
But
But I
that's,
just want to verify that it's you before we even, make your day harder than it has to be.
how do you know who the person is?
What's that? Because there was an incident here where someone called, left some concerning messages.
When?
We believe that person is you. That person
No,
is
no,
banned
wait.
from this property.
You saying hearsay?
No, there's a voicemail of this person threatening this property.
When? Today?
I don't know when they called.
No, but you
I just heard the
specify.
voicemail. Yes, today.
Today, so it wasn't
Yeah.
me.
Huh?
I never threatened anybody.
Do you have your ID on you?
No, did I
What
threaten
is your
somebody?
name?
Did
Can
you
you just
see
tell me
me?
your name?
Did you see me threaten anybody when I came in here?
All right, just look them.
Huh?
You're under arrest, sir.
Okay.
I'll grab your kid.
Sugar 17, can you head over to 2 Clark Road for clothing escort and possible funeral service?
¿Y ahora qué hago? Él no me vino a pedir
Ma'am?
información.
Did you give me the card?
Could be, but
Huh?
he won't identify, so.
Mamita, coge la tarjeta esa.
Okay. Thank you.
You saying I'm under arrest, right? Okay.
Your keys right there.
Better put them keys right back into the pocket.
All right, so what is your business here?
My business is not your business.
Okay,
I don't need to explain that to you.
okay.
And there is no crime here. You just arrested me to get my ID.
Because we're
Yeah,
investigating
I don't care about the
trespassing.
investigation. You arrested an innocent man for nothing, for no reason.
Excuse me.
Have him sit on that bench.
I'm not sitting anywhere. I'm not
Or
a
stand.
dog.
You can stand,
I-
whatever
right.
you prefer, that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to work
You're not
with
trying.
you,
You're
but
trying to
not helping
intimidate.
me. No, I'm
You
not,
already
sir.
got my ID.
I've
You
been
did what you
nothing
need to do.
I've been nothing but being respectful.
Listen, respectfully, fucking you over.
I'm not trying to.
Yes, you
We
are. I'm in
investi-
cuff right now,
We're-
and you guys are like 5 deep
We're
for a
investigating
person that,
trespassing.
I never trespassed and I've never been in here.
All right, listen.
You can't
Give me a second.
trespass me.
Give me a second. I'm trying to help you.
This
I
is
really
a
am.
government
I promise.
agency. You can't trespass me
You can
unless
trust-
I've
they can
committed a
trust-
crime.
They can trespass people from here.
If there's a
I'm
crime,
not saying that you are trespassed from here, but we're trying to investigate that, and you're not
you're
helping us.
you're trespassing me and holding me on. You arrested me already. You
give me a
told me I
minute.
was arrested.
Give me a minute.
I'm gonna just lock it so they don't get charged in person.
Vilma.
Here we go again. Back to New Jersey. Maybe they have some of the most corrupt idiots this nation has to offer in law enforcement. If you can think of a state that's worse, let us know. Just kidding. We know all about California. This time, we get to watch the real life Oogie Boogie here in uniform. Apparently, he's a police officer in Bridgeton, New Jersey. Tyrant soul suckers were called out to the local housing authority building for a person who made threats. Allegedly. The man in the video, Ramon, gets cornered by 5 officers by the end of all this. What a lovely waste of city resources and taxpayer dollars. Sergeant gets handed the torch of tyranny from Oogie Boogie when he shows up, and he threatens to arrest this man for refusing to provide them with his ID. Oh man, and the plot thickens. Then, they tell the staff at this facility if they could attempt to ID this man, Ramon, and determine if he's the one who left threatening messages on a answering machine. Oh lord, you can't even make this shit up. Can someone please tell me how in the world someone can be identified by the sound of their voice if you don't explicitly know them? Also, how many people sound different on the phone or on an answering machine? Or sound like some other person who also exists? This is just so wild, I can barely fathom it. But at the same time, I'm sure more asinine things have occurred. Don't forget, Sergeant is the leader of this shit show. He also supervises how many people within this department and influences them, probably tries to make them better officers. It's literally so wild to think that this piece of shit is an example within the department. May God bless the poor souls in Bridgeton, New Jersey. Ramon is then told he's under arrest, not for these threats, but since they can't even be proven at this point, anyways, but he's under arrest for failing to identify himself. This is not a crime. Have you ever noticed when law enforcement asks for ID, it's like some addiction they fiend over? Like they must feed their power-hungry brains or they'll probably die. The absolute cops gone wild tyranny running rampant in New Jersey should make you rethink living there. Like this man said over and over again to the deaf ears of these worthless men, he does not have to identify himself to them, and his mere presence does not mean he was involved in these alleged threats on an answering machine again. None of this stopped them from their illegitimate arrest of him, though. Later, we hear one of the fucktards ask what this man's business is in the building. It's a study building, the damn housing authority. For starters, I could imagine there are only so many things that would warrant a person needing to go down there. But then again, the combined IQ of these 5 morons is less than the amount of Skittles in a snack-sized bag. This is a prime example of what I've said numerous times before. It's okay to walk away. You don't have to be the soul-sucking tyrant fuck that the department wants you to be. Once you realize you messed up, just leave well enough alone. Do you know why they arrested him? Their egos got the best of them. They thought that by arresting him, he was probably stupid enough to shut up and fall for their bullshit. But guess what? This entire thing was not warranted. Ramon will have his day in court, and it's gonna be epic. We'll be following along with this one.
Está grabando todavía, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Dime que sí lo estás haciendo. Okay.
está grabando.
I'm standing right here, so everybody can see it. What's your name, sir? Carry on. Badge number. Thank you for being respectful. You guys got baddies on? By the channel? For the record, with all due respect, I appreciate it if someone could take card and put all the names, badge numbers, officers here in this piece of Oh, you sure I'm going to the station, right?
You're under arrest.
So that's why we're sitting here waiting, and he's on the phone?
Well, we're waiting on...
You're assuming.
We're waiting for our supervisor.
You're assuming the supervisor is taking me into jail.
We're not taking you.
Huh?
We're not taking you to jail.
So why did you say I was being arrested?
Because we're investigating the threat.
Sir,
that's why we
you have to
tried
investigate before you put it up.
We tried to. We're asking for your needs.
You don't get to arrest people for not ID. ID is a secondary charge. You get, huh?
You don't go to the law school?
Listen, I don't need to. I don't need to. Even if you detain me, absent of a crime, I don't have to ID. All I need to do is not give you a false ID. I don't care. I don't need to be a lawyer to be informed. You guys are the ones that's supposed to know the stuff that I'm saying. You don't teach you that in the school.
Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry.
You don't get to arrest for failure to ID. The judge is going to throw it out so fast, you won't even recognize it. The first thing he's going to say, why did you arrest him? You say ID? You can't arrest him for failure to ID. There has to be a primary crime. And there is none. And then you want to sit there and want me to sink myself? Why would I want to talk to you guys and all you need to do, you're gathering information to lock me up. The best thing I can do is shut the fuck up. We're arresting you because of failure to ID. That's the stupidest thing in the world. Obstruction of what? Of what? Listen, you can't obstruct an investigation that's illegal. You put me in cuffs. You asked me for an ID absent of a crime. The judge will laugh at you in the face. You can't obstruct something that doesn't exist. Yeah. Listen, if you see me in the supermarket and they accuse me of stealing 5 pounds of meat, and you grab, listen to what I'm saying, and you grab me, and there is a 5-pound bag of chicken in my pants. Now you have probable cause. Now you can arrest me. At that point, if I fail to give you the information, then I might be obstructing. But I don't need to give you my name, information until I go to jail and then book in. Legally, that's all I need to do is stay shut until you take me to jail. You can't add stuff to it.
Well, the first officer told you the reason why, right?
The reason why is
The
that
threats.
you want to ID me. But you
I'll let
don't
you
know
talk.
the threat was came from me.
I'll let
You
you
can't
talk.
identify me and say
Okay,
it
look.
was you that threatened. And that's hearsay.
I'll let you talk, bro.
That's
I'll let
hearsay.
you talk, bro.
No, I'm not going to let you talk. All you do right now is that I believe it is cops blame. Cops blame. Cops blame. Cops blame. You got a call, and that's hearsay. When the police come to the scene, they have to assess the situation. You can't just ID and arrest and then investigate. It's not the way it goes.
Okay, if somebody hits you, you say, that's the guy that hit me, so I'm not going to ID him?
Listen, if he says
Okay,
that's
exactly.
the person and he points to me, yes. Because now you have somebody that's concrete that's saying it. But here, there's nothing here. You want to confirm something that's not even.
Just put them on one. It's going
Huh?
to be obstruction.
What? Obstruction of what?
I already explained everything.
No, you didn't.
I did. I'll explain it all there again. So to keep it simple, we got, and it's not you. We know that now.
So you're still taking me to jail.
You're not going to jail, no.
So
You
why
just got to
are you
do
taking me?
paperwork.
I don't need to do paperwork.
We have
I'm
to.
not going into
We have to
contract.
do paperwork.
I'm not
There's
doing
nothing.
contract.
You got a contract.
I don't need
It's a
to.
summons that you're going to get on a piece of paper
For
giving
what?
you a court date.
For what?
For obstruction.
I never did obstruction. There is
did.
no obstruction.
You did. Let me
What's-
explain it to you. If you just let me talk for a minute, please. We got a voicemail. Someone left a voicemail here threatening to shoot the place in kill everyone inside.
What does it mean?
That person is legally blind, all right, and resembles you a little bit, yes. So the officer...
So is it me? Is it me?
It is not you.
Okay, so we determined that here.
It's not you, yes.
So why
We
am I
could have,
here?
before this happened, if you would have just provided
No,
information
so you're saying
like
that-
you're required to do during an investigative detention, when we are investigating a
How
potential offense...
You're used to that.
No.
You're used to 99% of the people
I'm not going to argue.
groping.
All right. I'm trying to explain to you, sir.
So,
This
well, hold on a minute. Hey, I'm not a fucking dog, all right?
All right, what are you going to ask?
Okay, what is the charge?
Obstruction.
Obstruction of what?
What do you mean?
Okay, please
Obstruction
explain.
is the charge.
Of
So
what?
we are investigating a trespassing, which means you are required to identify yourself so we can confirm whether you are the
No,
person
you need
trespassing.
to know who the person is.
We know who's trespassed, but
And
we
it
didn't
ain't
know
me,
whether
and it's not me.
But we didn't know that without IDing
But you know it now.
Okay,
But why am I still in cuffs?
because you failed to identify yourself.
No, listen, that
So
that
now
happened
you're
before.
not being charged with trespassing. It's the obstruction for not identifying yourself.
You can't do
because
that.
We were investigating the
They're going to
trespassing.
throw it in court. Away.
Listen, what
They're
the
going to
court
throw
does,
it and
what
you're
the court
wasting,
does. We
you're
are past
wasting
that point.
resources.
We're past that point.
We're
way
wasting
past that
time.
point. So
We're
we gotta
wasting
go to the police
resources.
station. We'll be
No.
there for like 10 minutes. There's no other option we have. We're past it. All you have to do is show us
I
your
don't
ID.
have to do
So
anything. You told me.
Did you?
I don't have
That's
to.
why you're under arrest, because you were required to. Yes,
I don't.
you were.
By what law?
I already explained it to you. We are
You're
investigating
not gonna. You're
whether
gonna
or not
be.
you're
You're gonna.
trespassing.
You know your decision is gonna. You're gonna be responsible for your decision, right?
I'm full aware of that. Full aware. That's exactly.
Excuse me. Don Ramón,
¿Ah?
tiene que llevar su teléfono.
No, ellos me van a llevar a llenar unos papeles.
Ajá.
Entonces me van a soltar.
Ok. Le dejo acá ese teléfono ahí.
No lo apague.
Está prendido.
Okay.
¿A dónde lo lleva?
Si quieres podemos dar tu número y te podemos llamar cuando ya
No,
terminamos,
ella,
o-
she's my age. She's taking me to do
Oh.
shopping, and I came here to get an
¿So
application.
¿Vas a estar aquí o dónde vas a
¿Lo
estar?
van a traer para acá?
Si quieres, si puedes
Ajá.
estar aquí.
If you
¿Me
want
lo
to
traes para acá?
tell her to come to the police station, it'll take 10 minutes.
The chief is going to be here.
I'm not. Just for the record, I'm not signing anything.
What's that?
I'm not signing any
You
paperwork
don't
you
have
give
to
me.
sign anything, sir.
Okay,
You
so,
don't have to do anything.
right. So
We just have to fill out this paper.
I'm
for
not
you to have.
filling
You
anything.
don't have to sign it.
So why am I going then? If I don't have to sign it, I don't have to do anything. Why are you
Because we
taking
have
me?
to take you there to
Just to
process
punish-
you
just to
and
punish
give you this
me.
paper.
Just to punish
No,
me.
sir, not to punish you.
So if I don't have to sign it and I don't have to be there, why are you taking me?
Because we have to go do the processing there.
I'm
We
not
can't
signing
do it
anything.
here. All right, just let's go there and I'll explain it to you there. Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. It's not fair that I'm being in cuffs, that I'm being illegally arrested for a crime that I did not
If you
commit.
want to talk to my lieutenant, she is there as well. She'll
Huh?
be more than happy to explain
Why?
everything.
Why? The person that trained you to do what you're doing? Excuse me? I can't see. You can tell me what to do.
Leading you forward, correct?
Well, right now you got me by her. I don't know. I don't want to fall.
Forward. I got you, so you won't fall. You about to take a step. There you go. And now the door is on the left side.
Okay, this cuff is getting tight.
Well, I'll take them off once you get to the station, sir. I just gotta take you there first. You gotta stand up on this step. So lift your leg up. There's a step that you can step on. There you go.
What kind of vehicle is this?
It's a Tahoe.
Well, you could have told me that too.
You didn't ask.
I can't do this with these cuffs on.
There's another step right here. So you just lift your right leg up. There you go.
Oh wow, these.
I need your right leg and
You need all kinds of shit. Right now, I need for you to let me go. You ain't gonna. That's not gonna happen, right?
Well, I ain't gonna let you go until we're done the paperwork, like we explained.
Well, you're gonna have to be patient.
Well, it's gonna take longer. You don't put your foot inside.
It's gonna take longer because
You won't put your foot inside the car.
because you arrested me.
Yeah, we been through that already.
No, you didn't go through that. I've been falsely accused,
18 and 19.
and you're just
You guys go to
making shit up.
They recognize.
Are you proud of what the hell you do? Are you the arresting officer?
Yes, sir.
What'd you say your name was?
Carry on.
Arion.
Carry on.
You still have my ID, right? You know, ID to you guys is like crack. You know that, right? You need ID at all costs. Even at the cost of arresting people, just to get the ID. You arrested me, you got the ID, you confirmed it was not me, and now you're putting charges on me just to fuck with me. That's nasty, man. You guys are wrong. All of a sudden, you guys think we are your property. You don't treat us like citizens that pay your salaries. I'm saying these things because I know this is being recorded. For the record. What kind of story is that? I have a trespass. I'm investigating a trespass and you don't even know who that person is. That's the dumbest story I've ever heard. If anybody in that building knows who that person is, that's who you should have spoken to. Listen, if I fall here, it's on you. Make sure that I don't fall. And I might be almost blind, but stupid I'm not. You get the respect that you give. That's all I'm saying. You treat me with respect, I will treat you back with respect. You guys have my cane?
Yes, we do. Use your step. Hold on. Walk over, sir, please. And stop. Keep walking forward. We'll walk you to the bench. I'm going to take the cuffs off. I'm going to put a shackle on your leg.
I'm not a dog. I'm not a slave.
So you want to keep the cuffs on, sir?
No, just put the cuffs in the front of me. I'm not going to go on no cuff. You guys treat people like that, like slaves?
So do you want the cuffs still on, sir, or no?
You think I'm going to be able to leave? I'm blind almost, and you think I'm going to be able to leave this door?
Yes,
you can't
or
even
no
leave a little. Huh?
Yes or no question.
I don't want nothing on me. I'm perfectly fine sitting right here, knowing that I can't escape. Why would you want to shackle me? Is this place so unsecure?
What?
Is this place so unsecure?
Well, you were complaining about the handcuffs, so I tried to take
Sir,
them off for you.
I'm asking you a question. Please answer.
And I answered you.
Okay, is this place unsecure?
Well, I tried to take off the handcuffs so it's more comfortable.
No, you didn't answer the question. Is this place unsecure?
It's a police department.
Okay, so it is secure.
It's a police department,
Right, it is.
Yes.
So, do you think I'm going to escape? Do you think I'm a threat to you?
No. But we have
Okay, so
policies
why
to
am I
follow.
still in
Because
cuffs?
we have policies to follow, sir.
Policies don't trump my rights.
I'm just trying to help you out. You said
You're trying to help me out, and you want to put me on shackles? That's the best way you could do to help me?
I asked if you wanted the cuffs on.
Please, if you ask me, I won't want anything on me. This is a false arrest. This is a false arrest.
Okay.
If you ask me, I don't want none of the cuffs. I don't want the shackle. I don't want an ID absent of a crime.
Okay.
But do you guys think it's okay?
I'm just saying okay.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying okay. That's it.
Because you don't have an argument for that.
I'm not arguing with you.
I know you're not. You can't.
Okay.
You don't have an argument.
Okay.
You was and are the arresting officer, right?
Yes.
Right. So you arrested me absent of a crime.
Okay.
If you don't know that, you're gonna learn it.
Okay. And that's fine. You can take that to court.
Yeah. And you use your qualified immunity.
Okay. You mind grabbing the CH for me, please? You got his name? Yes, just take this. Thank you.
I want to talk to a lieutenant or somebody.
Okay, I'll grab her. Are you gonna let them fingerprint you or no?
No, I'm not. I'm not
It's-
being fingerprinted.
it's going to
This
be-
is a false arrest.
It's not.
It is.
I'll let her
It is.
explain.
It's a false arrest. If your lieutenant goes along with this, she's culpable for it too.
I'll let you know.
Right, right. You got a chance to back off on this. You can't obstruct a non-crime investigation. And you can't, you've already messed up. You already arrested me for failure to ID on a non-crime. On a hearsay. Hearsay. I would talk to your legal team before you go any further.
Okay.
Is your camera on?
Yes, he also has his camera on. And his phone.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
My camera is, you're assuming.
I saw your aide put the camera on and put it in your pocket too.
Yeah, right now it's audio, no video. But I still appreciate it if you do have a camera on.
Yeah, I have my camera on and there's a camera inside.
Are you the lieutenant?
Yes.
And you don't have a camera?
Well, his is on, so.
Yeah, but yours.
Well, I have to go get it.
Okay.
But we have multiple cameras going. I mean, I can go get it.
I am going to FOIA all the cameras, right? I'm going to FOIA the cameras.
Do what?
I'm going to freedom of information.
Oh, you're going to Oprah it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay. So, can you please explain to me the charge and why?
What's he get charged with?
Obstruction, and he just told Sergeant that he's not gonna let his fingerprint.
Okay.
Okay.
So, hold that thought 1 second. I'll be right back. Because I want to add something before. I'm not going to give you misinformation, okay?
I appreciate that,
1
man.
second.
You know you don't need to arrest me for a summons, right? You know, if you're giving me a summons for disorderly, if that's what you claim, and you're arresting me for no ID. So you're compounding the problem. Listen, you can all you want. What you're doing is wrong, illegal, and wrong.
Mr. Ramon, listen,
know, done.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
paperwork done.
Huh?
I'm gonna get this paperwork done, and then if you wanna go to court and handle it your way, by all means, you have.
Yeah, you think you're protected under your qualified immunity. You can do what you want. It doesn't matter. We're just dogs to you.
Okay.
Yeah. What you're doing to me, hopefully another officer would not do to a family member in some other state.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm gonna get the paperwork done, and then
Because I'm not preventing you from doing anything.
I'm just telling you.
You don't need to tell me that you're going to continue to do it. That's your job.
Okay.
I'm not preventing you from anything. Exactly the same way that you claim that I obstructed something that is illegal. So that the obstruction charge cannot stick.
Okay.
Because I'm not the person.
Okay.
So I can't obstruct anything.
Okay.
You falsely arrested me.
And like I said, you can say that to the court once we're done.
The paperwork is gonna say it. I'm hoping, see, you changed it from non-ID to obstruction to accommodate your will. But I have it in camera already that you arrested me for ID, refusal to ID, absent of a crime. Whatever was going on in your head, it was just going on in your head. It's just made up in your head.
Alright, so, it's gonna be hindering, by the way, not obstruction, it's hindering. Hindering, and you don't wanna get fingerprinted.
Hindering what?
It's, hindering your apprehension. So,
What? How did I do that? They put me on cuffs.
they put you on what?
They cuffed me. They arrested me.
Okay.
So how can I be hindering that?
Well, that's why you got arrested, was because of those reasons, because you
Well,
didn't give them your name or.
Excuse me?
anything like that.
I need to ID. Why?
Because they're conducting an official police investigation.
On what crime?
Okay, trespassing, sir.
Sir, ma'am, he confirmed after he put me on cuffs that I was not the one trespassing.
Okay, however, you failed to provide them the information they asked for.
That's, wow, you guys are like opposite. The judge is gonna say, why was he in cuffs? You're gonna say, because he didn't ID. Then he's gonna say, why was he in a cuffs? You know that failure to ID is a secondary charge. You know that, right? You're a lieutenant. You should know that.
Sir, apparently you know more about law than I do.
Listen, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but at least I'm educated. What I'm saying is that if you know that failure to ID is a secondary charge, that means you need a first charge.
Okay, so look.
So where's the first charge? Why? How can you put me in cuffs, arrest me with a non-charge?
Well, I'm gonna make this very easy. Either you can listen to me explain to you what it is, or you can continue to talk. Because when you're talking, you're not listening to anything I gotta say. And I'm not gonna waste my breath. Apparently you know more about law than I do.
Ma'am, with all due respect.
That's up to you.
With all due
You're not
respect.
showing any respect. I'm not gonna speak with
Listen, I'm in cuffs. I've been arrested with a non-crime. What disrespect is that? I am been disrespected.
I'm not arguing with you.
I know you can. You can argue with that. I appreciate it. I'm going to stay quiet and I'm going to let you talk.
Well, you keep interrupting me. I'm not
I just finished telling you. I just finished telling you
Again.
that I'm going to
When
let
you're
you
done
talk.
talking, then I'll speak. I'm not going to continue to be interrupted. You want information from me? That means that you got to stop talking. That's how it's going to work in here.
Go ahead.
You got arrested for hindering your apprehension. They're conducting an official police investigation. They told you to stop. They're asking for information because they're doing an investigation about trespassing. You refused to give that to them, hence you got arrested. This could have been very simple and easy. Told them your information, you'd be done, on your way. That's it.
So, that being said, it's on the record and I have it on the camera and it's on their body cam. I told the officer, if you're going to arrest me for non-ID, I said to him these words very clearly, under the threat of arrest, I will give you my ID. I gave him my ID. But I'm still arrested.
Okay.
So he did get his ID. He did confirm it wasn't me. So why am I still under arrest? That's the question.
So I was not out there, sir.
I'm telling you what happened. Why aren't you confirming it with the cameras? Why am I still... See, you guys are protecting each other, but you don't care about the citizen. I said, he said to me, I will arrest you if you don't ID. And I said, okay, fine. I will give you my ID under the threat of arrest. That's exactly what I did. So he got the ID. He confirmed that the person was not me. And still, I'm here.
Okay. So nothing has anything to do with covering up for anybody.
Huh?
Nothing has anything.
Forget about that comment. It doesn't matter. Let's go to the legal parts here. You know, the comment is irrelevant. What I'm saying is, I did exactly what he told me to do. I gave him my ID. He confirmed it was not me. He went on the phone. Then, now he comes up with a different charge. Why? I'm assuming you didn't like my attitude. You know, the judge is not going to go really nicely with that one. Because there was no crime. I wasn't the person.
You're right, it's not a crime, it's a DP offense. That's correct. It's not a crime.
So why am I in cuffs?
Because a DP offense in a police officer presence is an arrestable offense.
A what? Say what?
When somebody commits a DP offense.
What is a DP offense?
Disorderly person's offense.
Well, what was disorderly about what? You need to go into the code and read disorderly, because what I was doing is not disorderly.
Well, yes, I do know this statute.
And anything and everything I said in your camera, under my recording, does not constitute disorderly.
Okay, it is a disorderly person's offense. It's an aggravative an offense.
Who was the complainant? At that moment, who was the complainant?
Okay, again.
You can't, officers can't be the complainants.
Yes, we can.
The call was somebody trespassing. The charge is an officer. An officer cannot charge me because he's an officer.
Okay.
It can't charge me for disorderly unless somebody was there and claims that disorderly. And it's an figment of you guys' imagination.
Okay, you're not listening to anything I'm saying.
I am listening to you. It's just distorted. What you're saying is distorted. And you want me to believe the distortion.
Okay.
The Lord's different.
We're going to say this one last time and I'm walking away. I'm not arguing with the servant.
You don't can. You
have
can't.
to court.
You can't.
Speak to the judge about
You
it.
can't.
I
You
literally
can't.
just explained it to you. If you don't want to listen, that's fine.
I know. For the record.
You're not being truthful, sir. You did
About
not
what?
know I did.
About what?
Or anything until after you were arrested.
Let it go.
You're lying
Excuse
to
me?
her.
No, you said first it was detention. When you put cuffs on me, you said it was detention, not arrest. Because at the point that you do arrest me, you don't need to ask me for ID. You can just automatically take it, which is... But on the record, I know I said it. Under the threat of arrest, I will give you the ID. That alleviates my side. You went on and did what you did. That's fine. You guys are not our overlords. You work for the people. You need to follow the law and follow the Constitution, because that's what you swore to on the Bible. Your job duties are not consistent with the Constitution, is in opposition of it. Yeah, the stuff I might say might be annoying to you, but annoying is not illegal. Loud is not illegal. Arguing is not illegal. You actually think you rule over us. It's insulting. I understand that you had a picture of me in your hand, but you didn't even know who the person was being trespassed. You still want to demand ID, absent of a crime. Very little unknown, no research, no investigation. You didn't speak. If anything, I believe the people in the office called the police. The very same people that you claim is a figment. The charge is a figment. I've never been in this building, in that building, in my life. What's the charge again? Or are you going to modify that again?
You can read it on the...
No, I'm asking you, you're writing it.
I already told you.
So it's what?
You can read it on the page when I give it to you.
I'm blind, remember?
No, you can have your aide read it to you, sir.
No, you can read it for me. That's what we paid you for.
I already told you.
So what's the charge? Disorderly? You know, one of you are going to tell me that charge before I leave, right? And why don't you just do the human thing? Why are you tippy-toeing around the question? Why can't you man up and tell me what the charge is? You would never, never, ever, ever put your hands on me without that badge and that uniform. Never. You would never treat another citizen like that.
Hello? Huh? Yeah. Ah, okay, yeah, just give it like 5 minutes. Cool.
You have a business card?
No, you, sir?
Huh?
You do not have a business card on me, sir.
Any of you guys got business cards? That was a question. You know what, I changed my mind. Can you take the cuffs off and put the it's starting to hurt.
Is that all finished?
For the record, he's putting shackles on me. Stop twisting it, please. Nice little bracelet for myself. Accommodations.
Let's retrace the series of corrupt events. First, the gaggle of fucktards arrived on scene and cornered this blind man whilst demanding his ID. They didn't even have the person who reported these alleged threats come attempt to identify Ramon. They lied repeatedly and told him he wasn't detained, but then he did need to provide his ID. So which one is it? Then the plot really thickens. The people in this building finally admit this was not the man in question because apparently they can identify someone based off of what their voicemail messages sound like. This is the part where they should have dusted this man off, apologized, and let him go. Surely a lawsuit would have ensued, but not at the size of the one for being paper-pushing little bitches and falsifying an arrest. First, they said he was trespassing and would be arrested for that. Then, at the end of the day, they arrested him for obstruction of justice for failing to comply with their illegitimate quote-unquote investigation that he wasn't even a subject in. The New Jersey State Law 29-1 states, obstructing the administration of law involves purposely obstructing, impairing, or perverting the administration of law or other governmental faction, or attempting to prevent or actually preventing a public servant from lawfully performing an official function by means of flight, intimidation, force, violence, physical interference, or through any independently unlawful act. See how it's vaguely worded at the end? Independently unlawful act. That's the loophole when they write these laws. I can't wait to see a copy of the articulable facts in this sham of a police report that explains how exactly this even occurred to begin with. We will update all of you when this is available. It's truly mind-blowing to watch the rest of this video. They are all so adamant on trying to teach this man a lesson, in tyranny that is. They talk in circles, they cannot explain themselves, they say nothing when he addresses his constitutional rights that they violated. Then they essentially kidnap him to take him down to the station when they actually could have cited him and released him on the scene. But no, they wanted to waste his time, the resources of the city, and most of all, your tax dollars. Why, you ask? Because all of this is about power and control. I can only imagine how miserable all these officers' families are when they have to deal with them on their days off. At the end of the day, everyone, be like Ramon. Don't bow down to the tyranny of corrupt law enforcement. Stand your ground. Take it if you have to and sue the ever-living fuck out of them personally. The department, the city, the state, all of them. On the other hand, if you do actually fuck up, but he didn't, which we have yet to actually see on this channel, just take it like a man. But I don't really see any of that happening.
Police officers claim they don't want to tell me what my charges are because he already told me. I asked him about business cards. They don't want to answer that either. This will be just a recap. According to them, they have a trespassing something, I don't know. That was the housing department, Bristol. They claim I was trespassed, never been in the building. No crime. Was arrested for failure to ID. Got my ID, confirmed it wasn't me, and they still arrested me. I'm pretty sure he's making a very detailed description of the arrest, which hopefully includes everything I have in the video and wouldn't contradict anything that was said and done there. There is such thing as policing with honor.
I understand.
Yeah. Meaning you shouldn't do to others what you don't want others to do to you. Even a criminal has rights.
You mind sending that to the patrol printer, please?
Which one? This one here?
Go down about. Should be that one. Yep, patrol.
This is the arresting officer, I believe.
Patrol.
Yeah, you just might be sending it. I think I clicked the wrong one. Thank you.
You should go back and read that statute. Failure to ID statute. What you guys did was a deception. It's a lie.
Here is your court paper. Advise your court date is the 11th of January at 1. Person court here. Phone number if you have any questions, call that number. That's
Charges. What is the charge?
Charges right here at the bottom. Hindering and
Can you please tell me what the charge is?
hindering and refusal.
Huh?
Hindering and refusal.
A refutal of what?
Fingerprints.
A refutal of fingerprints?
Yes.
Oh, that's the only thing you can get on me?
Hindering.
Hindering?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't for failure to ID, and it wasn't for disorderly?
Failure to ID yourself is what the hindering is.
No, you said hindering for not doing the fingerprint.
No.
That's your words.
No, that's your understanding, which is the wrong understanding.
That's why you should be explaining it to me so I can understand it.
Refusal, sergeant asked you if you wanted to allow us to fingerprint you.
So when you said allow, that's a request, not a demand. Okay. So I said no. So I can't. That charge is irrelevant. You asked. You asked. You didn't demand. You asked, and I said no.
Are you gonna leave, sir, or?
I'm saying that's the charge. The only charge on there?
There's two.
Okay. And the other one is
refusal.
Refusal to
fingerprint.
So refusal to fingerprint, and what's the other one?
Hindering.
Hindering, the same? So you're using two different words for the same charge?
You're just misunderstanding everything.
Okay, please explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Hindering is because you didn't want to give us your name.
Which is failure to ID.
Which is you not providing.
You're writing it as hindering and not failure to ID.
Because the statute is hindering.
So just for the record, hindering was the charge of failure to ID, and that's why you arrested me.
Hindering because you did not provide your information.
And absent of a crime. Yes, I did. I agree. I did not give you the ID because there was no crime.
Okay. Here's your item.
So you're confirming that?
I'm not confirming anything.
So there was a crime. So there was a crime, or was it?
Listen, you can take all this to the...
You know you're being recorded, so you don't want to say it.
My camera's on too.
Fine. So I understand that. But what I'm saying is that you can't arrest me for failure to ID absent of a crime. Okay. All right. So thank you.
Huh? Here's your items. Here you go. Your nurse is waiting for you outside. Cool. Here's your stick.
I want to confirm that my ID is in there.
Okay.
Where is it, please? Where did you put it?
Your ID? The only
Yeah.
ID I've been using was your New Jersey Transit and your Social Security, which is both there. You want me to pull them out to show you, or?
Oh, so you didn't even use my DMV, like my DMV?
Your Social Security has your social number on it.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to use my. That's private. Social Security is private.
Okay.
Why would you use a Social Security number?
Because I had no clue what your driver's license was.
Well, you could have asked me. It's in there.
You were not being cooperative.
Well, excuse me? I've been polite. Maybe I didn't want to cooperate, but I've been polite.
Okay.
So don't assume one thing with the other. I'm not a criminal. I'm just a 63-year-old, almost blind, that just got arrested with no crime.
Okay.
That's not cool, man. You guys keep on saying okay. That's not cool.
Let me lead you up.
Wow, you guys actually believe that you're doing that and it's okay.
Forward. Straight forward. No. Turn left. Yep. Straight forward. You're about to go through a doorway. Just keep walking forward.
Oh.
Yep. Forward. You're about to hit another doorway. Keep walking forward. Stop. Turn left. Turn left. Left.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Walk forward. Now let's make a slight turn to your right. Keep walking forward. You're about to go to another doorway. Now turn right. Go forward.
Wow, I could have almost blind. There's no way I could have gotten out of here.
Stop. I gotta open this door.
And you guys found it fit to have me on the shackles in there.
Turn right. Aquí está tu... Siente, señora.
Excuse me?
I was talking to your aide. He's right on the left side.
Ay, perdona, mamita.
Gracias.
¿Ellos te llamaron? ¿Ah? ¿Ellos te llamaron?
¿Quién?
Que si ellos te llamaron,
No me llamaron.
pero tú no seguiste.
No, yo le pregunté al muchacho y él me dio la dirección donde iba a estar.
Oh, ok.
Buenas tardes.
Perdona, mamita. Pero para que tú veas que esto sí pasa cuando tú menos te lo esperas.
And that's all she wrote for this one, folks. If you guys appreciated this video, I want you all to let me know what you think about this one in the comment section down below. But of course, more importantly, I want you all to head over to the original video as well as this channel to go show some support. Don't forget to let them know SJVT sent you. In my honest opinion, I think these cops did a piss poor job of handling this situation, completely oblivious to the fact that they overstepped the boundaries of this man's rights. Also, in my honest opinion, folks, I think this video here truly highlights the sole problem of everything currently wrong with this country, right along with every other part of the world. That is the fact that Uncle Sam believes they have the ultimate power over the people, in which they soon ultimately will if we don't stand up for ourselves and protect our rights. Before we put an end to this video, I'm gonna go ahead and inform you guys on the most basic natural rights that you have. You have a right to freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and your freedom to petition your government for a redress of grievances. These are the 5 elements that fall under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Remember, folks, this document does not give you your rights, but are supposed to protect your rights. And folks, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any rights. This was once said by an actual judge in the court of law, so what does that tell you about the justice system we currently live in today? I'd like to thank each and every one of you so much once again for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.